So everybody knows the Romantics, Percy Shelley, Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein. But no one really remembers that Percy Shelley had a first wife called Harriet Shelley, and she died in the Serpentine in London, and they had 2 children. This silence matters. Nobody asks what happened to Harriet. Nobody asks what happened to the 2 children. When Harriet Shelley died in 1816, history didn't just judge her, it kept judging her through her children, Eliza, Ianthe and Charles. After Harriet died, Percy Shelley had already moved on with Mary, but he tried to get custody of the 2 children, and the Court of Chancery refused him. They didn't refuse him because he had been abusive or violent towards the children. They refused him on moral grounds. They said he was morally unsuitable. Percy Shelley was a known atheist. He also had published views on marriage that were not socially acceptable in this period of time. And also the manner of Harriet's death itself raised questions. So he was not granted custody, but Harriet's death and the manner of her death was used against her children in a way. The decision to not give custody to Percy did shape their lives. I'm not saying whether it was good or bad, but it certainly shaped them. Ianthe was 3 when her mother died. So she grew up away from her father. She grew up away from those radical politics, and she grew up away from this literary circle that would become legendary. But she did live, and she got married, and she had children, and she lived into old age, but she's barely remembered. We don't have any memoirs, diaries, letters. We have no portraits, so we have no known verifiable image of her. She's no voice and no physical presence that we can see. So she didn't vanish because she died young. She vanished because she was removed from and didn't fit, ultimately, this kind of romantic myth. She lived a very middle class life, happy with her husband, who she's buried with. Charles, the son, did not even get that chance. He died when he was 11. We don't know how. We don't really know much at all about Charles. There's no letters, no stories. There's just name and date and a lot of rumour. One of the rumours is that he was struck by lightning. More likely is that he had tuberculosis, and that's what he died from. Again, this is speculation without source material. They have disappeared, and this is how stigma works. Much like Harriet, her 2 children are stigmatised, and that then influences who history chooses to remember.